Hello everyone and welcome back to another Black Desert Online video. Lately I've seen a lot of new players being more and more interested in how much money they can make at Polly's. So in this video we'll be taking a look and see how it's going. Anyone who played the game for a bit should know by now that Polly is not one of the best locations in terms of grinding money. However, it's one of the best locations for combat and skill XP. But in order to see how much money we can actually make, we will first look at what buffs, pets and gear I was using for this location. Gear-wise, I was using an old character which had 242 AP Awakening Mystic and I was one-shotting the mobs. However, I've tried the location with different APs and classes and I can tell you that as long as you have 160 AP or more, you should find no issues in one or two shotting the monsters for an efficient grind. In terms of pets, I'm using 3 tier 4 and 2 tier 3 pets. The higher your pet level, the better it is here as mobs die easily from 1 or 2 skills and you will end up leaving drop behind if your pets cannot keep up with it. In terms of buffs, I was using the Camasylvian Blessing and there was also a 50% drop rate on all servers, so we can consider our sessions as being tested on the Arsha server. My personal opinion is that using a loot scroll at Polly's is a complete waste of scroll because there are not actually rare drops on this location, so I would suggest keeping it and using it on a better location. I've been trying to use the Consulsman rotation as we have half of the mobs that are on PC and I would recommend using this one if it's free, but there are multiple rotations you could potentially use if none of the servers are free. As I've said in the beginning of the video, Polly's is one of the best spots to grind combat and skill XP, which makes it very contested and you will encounter people trying to grief you and trying to take your rotation. The good part of this is that karma gets recovered pretty fast here, so feel free to flag and kill them. Similar to Valencia, the Camasylvia region has a mob which is spawning randomly and has a chance to drop some rare loots if you manage to kill him. In this case, it is a poacher along with a treasure chest. You will notice a yellow message informing you that a poacher is nearby and then you will be able to see him on the minimap with an elite icon. You will have to kill the poacher first and then you will be able to attack his treasure, which is the actual source of goodies. In terms of drops, it will always give you Voltura fragments, which you can exchange them at an NPC in Grana for Peridot fruit, which then can be sold at a vendor for silver. However, the treasure can also drop rare loots like Fernara's ring, Narc earring, or even Voltura belt, so make sure to keep an eye on it. I've noticed that compared to other grind spots in Camasylvia, the poachers spawn pretty often here. On average, I've been encountering around 2 poachers per hour, sometimes even 3. Now that we've been through the basic information, let's have a look at the actual results. I've tracked a total of 10 hours, all of them grinded with my Awakening Mystic. Out of those 10 hours, 8 of them were grinded without loot scroll and 2 of them grinded with a normal loot scroll. First, let's have a look at what you should expect as a regular player who is just grinding without a loot scroll. As you can see from the tracker, the location hasn't yielded too much silver. Most of the income comes from trash, which was on average about 14 million per hour. Other significant drops were pure forest bread and peridot fruit. This will only bring you around 3 to 4 million per hour. Black stones drop here, but not too many. You will get around 20 black stones per hour, which at our marketplace prices are around 4 million. You can see that I've also tracked the life spirit stone income as if it was sold on the marketplace, but more details on that later. In the end, on average per hour, the location got me 37 million. Now, I know you will say that I shouldn't consider Life Spirit Stone as a source of income. However, to my surprise, after a couple of months, someone finally bought 50 of my listed Spirit Stones. If you don't plan to use them at life skilling, you can either list them at marketplace and hope that in few months a good soul will purchase them, or you can sell them to an NPC for a way cheaper income, or even use them to recharge your alchemy stones. In terms of money per hour with the loot scroll, here I've tracked only the silver I've made from the trash, and it was only a 2 million difference. So on top of wasting your loot scroll as there are no rare drops, you will have no gains from the trash either. In terms of Agris, yes, you can use Agris at POLLY to try to increase your income per hour. However, please keep in mind that if you don't have loads of weight, then you will need a few storage mates or a tent to help you with the amount of trash you will pick up from the mobs. For testing purposes, I've grinded another 10 hours with Agris, and here are the results. As you can see, you will make between 13 and 14k trash per hour, which is not bad. However, the trash is still too cheap, and you will make around 27 million from trash. But this is a total waste of Agris, as there are way better locations to use it on. As an overall, the location is not that good in terms of money per hour. However, this might change in the future when Kafra stones will be in, but I won't hope for a major change. Now that we are at the end of the video, don't forget to check the description box below for extra details and link to my spreadsheet where you can see all my tests done so far. If you found the video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If there is anything you would like me to know or any location that you would like me to test, do leave a comment down below and I will make sure to read and reply as soon as possible. Thanks for watching and see you next time.